Five-Sided Fables is a podcast of improvised stories that contains descriptions of violence, gore, mature themes, and adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Sovah had managed to, with the help of Sovearis, take that bearded devil off of his chair, dragging him towards the lip of the balcony of the 500-foot drop. There, as Sovah was holding him just over the edge, the bearded devil wrapped him in his arms. Struggling and wrestling, they flew over the edge, plummeting. And so, Jess, I'm going to need you to go ahead and do what we agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Just have you step out for a minute.
Okay.
And
I wrote some stats on D&D Beyond. Do you want me to?
Yeah, let's do it in person this time.
Okay.
Oh, Sovah legit gonna die now?
I don't know. I don't know. Jess is now leaving the room.
We're going to pick up imps in the horizon, flying, getting closer and closer. Everyone had just saw Sovah dive over the edge with this bearded devil. You're about to get swarmed as they start to fly around. You guys are heading back towards the door.
Running out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Vivian is definitely, she's out.
following Vivian out the door for sure.
Busting through the door. We're going to do a chase scene here. Everyone roll for initiative. So let's go around. What'd you get?
24.
18.
21.
Okay, and then I rolled natural 1, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is how it's going to go. It will start off with you, Evindal. Outside of Vivian, you're the second one closest to the door at this time. I'll just say that you managed to run in a straight line. It'll be Vivian in front of you, Sovearis just behind you, you in the middle. As you're turning around the hallway, trying to run, are you going to do anything?
I'm going to dash and I'll keep following Vivian.
You're following Vivian. Vivian, it would be your turn. Anything to slow down the imps, or are you going to just try to dash and get out? Because you guys are currently in the hallway where the door was at from the balcony.
Okay. And are they all like coming into the doorway? Like how close are we talking?
Right now, I want to say they're 60 feet back.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay, Sovearis.
We get an action and a bonus action?
You do, yes.
Okay. I will action dash, so 80 feet, and then bonus action phase step, an additional 30 feet.
So Sovearis books it and teleports out. You would now be rearing towards the top end of the stairs at this point. As you can start to see over the edge of the railing, there's a plummet down, 500 feet of spiraling staircase that you would have to go down. That's where you're at. It's my imp's turn. They're just doing action to dash. They're going to just keep following. They're on your heels, nipping and gnawing. You can just hear the flapping of the wings as they're starting to echo through the corridor down. Evindal, it is now your go.
Evindal will dash forward still, and I will also use my bonus action to Misty Step as far forward as I can to catch up with Sovearis.
Okay, so you're now ahead of Vivian at this point. Vivian, with Sovearis booking it in front of you, Evindal immediately teleporting just a little bit quicker. You hear all these imps wailing and snickering and snarling. 30 feet or so.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna tidal wave these bitches.
Okay, this is a dex saving throw on their end?
Yes.
Wait, are we in like a compressed tube again?
No, she's currently at the end. She's currently in the hallway. Just a matter of them succeeding. You're gonna stop to cast a spell. You're gonna do it while running.
Katara these bitches, Vivian.
I'm gonna stop and turn around because I'm 30 feet ahead of them.
Okay. They rolled another natural 1,
So they're all dead.
which
no.
is a critical fail in this game.
And in your
Let's go.
Rules.
Let's
as
go.
written. Yeah, they'll take double damage for this.
Okay, so that's gonna be 8d8 of bludgeoning damage each one.
Is it normally 8d8?
No, it's normally 48. So
okay, so
double.
take the max and then roll.
So 4 times 8 is...
It's like you got a crit.
32.
32. So 32. Now roll just regular 48, and we'll add it to the top of that. Because that's how we do our crits.
Okay.
I did not know we did that.
So plus 19. That's what I say. I fuck with this spell. I fuck.
How does your magic look as you begin to cast it? Where does the water start to appear? As you're looking down a large hallway, falling and flying on top of each other as they're starting to get closer. Some of them, beady red eyes, are looking at you with malicious intent.
She turns around and a whirlpool appears on the floor, and up out of it arises this giant water guardian monster situation. Long beard, basically Gandalf in water form. And he's gonna mouth open, just slam forward onto the imps, devour them.
Oh, nice. Okay, this water-like figure kind of envelops into the space, immediately starts to swell and get larger as it starts to just kind of like wave that you hear of rushing force as it takes out a huge chunk of them. You see as the water starts to envelop and they're drowning and like churning. Some of them, their necks break just based off the impact. As it The best thing that I could paint for you is like when a series of birds would probably just like fly into a window almost, dive bombing, but they can't get past, and you see some immediately die in the middle of the water as the water starts to subside. And then you see just the scatter remains of all these different imps in front of you. And then you see just around the corner, there's more starting to approach.
Vivian smiles, starts running again, but is going to bonus action face step. Elves, bitch.
It is now your turn, Sovearis.
You said it is 500 feet down this spiral staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice anything that is coming up the stairs? Like just looking over the railing? I have 120 feet of dark vision.
You can see other platforms below, like 60 feet across from where you're standing at the corner of one of the walls. Is those staircases that lead to more like little,
If I'm looking over the railing down at the spiral, there's other like jutting out like balconies.
Yeah, jutting out balconies.
Oh, can I just like jump down to them?
I would say it'd be like an 80-foot drop or so to get to the next platform, and you have to jump across 60 feet to get to it.
So it's a 60-foot gap, and it's also another 80 feet down.
Yeah.
And so we're going down a spiral staircase.
Staircase that hugs the wall of the circular base of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of like walking, and then as soon as you came out of that laboratory, that platform kind of jutted out a little bit, so you have a place to choose if you want to go left or right.
I see. So it's like got like as you go down, you got like different areas you can exit out, like different floors. Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
If I can make the length, I'll do the drop.
Yeah, you can drop. You take fall damage.
Yes, but I have slow fall.
Okay. Yeah, you could make the jump. I would say athletics or acrobatics DC.
I'll go ahead and roll for that. 12.
You jump. You're getting close to hitting that railing. It's going to be a pretty hard hit onto the side, but you manage to grasp on. As you grip onto it, it's auditory style.
Yeah.
And it hurts once you like hit the side. That's 80 feet, so it's going to be 7d6. Let me roll that right now for you.
Whatever you roll for that, I reduce it by 20.
That's really good. Really bad if it's a lot of damage, I guess.
It's one of those things where you got stuck on the side of the corner. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's waiting.
How do you get a cocked dice on digital dice, bro?
Dude, I
How the fuck does that
bro.
happen?
22 points of damage. So 2 points of damage. So it didn't hurt that hard. It just
Ow.
it knocked the wind out of you for 2 seconds. You, Evindal, you see Sovearis.
I think Evindal would see he would clearly not have the acrobatic ability to perform what Sovearis just did. So he's just gonna keep running down the stairs.
Okay. I like how Evindal like comes up. He like looks over the railing to see Sovearis do that. And he's like, "Oh, what am I doing?"
Never mind.
Yeah, and then you continue keep dashing down. Okay. Some of the imps. Wow. I like how I roll shit. You're starting to see whizzing firebolts fly by. Spark fly off. Sovearis should look up to see firebolts are passing by. Some of them are even falling down in a curve. I like how a bullet drops when it's shot. And you can see mechanical cogs that are embedded in the wall now that you're down, and that some of these cogs are like moving ever slowly on the walls. Gonna keep going down?
Yeah, I'm probably going to look down and see the next like platform do the same thing to jump down even further across these platforms.
Literally gonna Assassin's Creed.
Do it again. Yeah.
You want me to make another acrobatic
Yes,
check?
please.
At 20 plus 6. 26.
God.
Easy enough. I'm gonna roll the d6 and just watch you kind of scoff at it. This is another 76 of fall damage. This time I rolled 31.
So 11.
Like you drop and then you go into a barrel roll, like kind of a parkour roll to distribute the
The
momentum.
landing was great.
The landing was amazing.
With a nat 20, that was a great landing, but
Let's twinge your ankle as you're like, okay, all right. You look over to the side to see the other platform, but there's a moment where you just hear coming down from one of the hallways. This is a different place. This isn't the laboratory area. This is what floor down from where the laboratory was at, where you were being held. You can see down this corridor that's just behind you, there's a series of different monitors in a room. Do you want to investigate?
yeah, I'll take a look around.
That'll be your next thing. Vivian, you manage to do the tidal wave, these firebolts whizzing past you, and then Sovearis just down, and he immediately starts to look like he's looking into a room. What are you doing?
I'm going to keep running down the staircase, dashing. Okay, so how far away am I from Sovearis now?
He's probably pretty far ahead of us.
Over 200 feet away from you.
Like down?
200 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Now, is there like a big column that the stairs are attached to? Like, we couldn't like look down through the center, right? Or is it?
No,
like...
they're wedged into the wall. They're kind of like built out.
I see.
onto the
Okay,
side. Yeah.
gotcha.
What are they made of?
Stone.
That's fantastic. So, what Vivian is going to do...
Oh my God, are we really doing this again?
Why would you say
this again?
Vivian
bro?
is going
Izzi.
to mold earth. And she's sliding down this shit.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah.
Do you know how many times Vivian's run in her life? It's not that much. She doesn't do this. So.
Yeah. So the platform that you're on, you would have to.
He's close enough to me also that whenever I do this, the stairs are going to come out from under him too. Because I was right behind him. Yeah. You're welcome. You can't run anymore. Sliding.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking fall and take an ass ton of fall damage. That's what's gonna happen.
I believe it's a 5x5. But I can cast it indefinitely because it's a cantrip of mine. So
Okay.
Nice.
So
saving my weak lungs.
and I just have to be able to see. So and I can because I have dark vision.
All right. So go ahead and roll your spell attack hit roll to maintain this level of concentration. Does that make sense?
18.
18. Good enough. Now this is going to be a matter of acrobatics to slide to maintain casting the spell and sliding. Does that make sense?
Cute.
Cute.
No, you.
Do I have to make one too?
If you want to slide with her, you would have to make the acrobatics.
Do I get a choice?
You can have a choice because she's only doing it 5 feet.
Oh,
and
okay.
The stairs are wide enough for you to like run down the side. However,
Brother, as we're running, I see Evindal slowing down. He just, and I was like, oh God. Gotta make this happen. So take the stairs out from both of us. I like to think that I give him no warning though, so you're gonna
just plummet face first. Nice.
Yeah.
So what do you want me to do with this information?
I'm helping you.
whatever you'd like to do. If you want to go on the slide, you just need to make an acrobatics if you're going to go slide, or you can get off of that and run down the stairs.
So I'll make an acrobatics check.
That or do a constitution saving throw.
Oh. That's 18.
18's good. Okay. Following her lead, essentially, as it's going down. Kind of fun, actually, if you think about it. Without all the murderous demon bats that could tear you guys to shreds in a moment. Sovearis, it is now your go as these imps are getting closer. You hear this alarm, and you see these like flashing monitors in a room. You go to kind of investigate and see what's going on. And there is, do you read?
I do. I do read, actually, yes.
Do you read Dwarvish?
I do not.
There's a series of different Dwarvish lettering and symbols that are plated next to different keys and buttons, and there's 4 of them in front of you. You can see surveillance cameras of the area around. One of the monitors kind of looking at a platform where there's just a bunch of imps swarming in. You see another screen that shows a legion of armor in this room somewhere. There's probably like over a dozen.
Is it like those like Egyptian tombs where it's just like there's like the hundreds of like stone soldiers?
You know exactly, yeah, like the Chinese, yeah. There's like 3 dozen of them. Then just below that, there's a camera that's looking outside, and you can see as terrain is moving over rubble and everything else, the camera is looking down in a corner view of what looks like a front door of some type. And then one last one would be the laboratory room, but it is like all busted up.
Okay. First monitor, what was on that one again?
First monitor was looking at the platform where you were just fighting the mini-boss, the bearded devil.
And the second one?
The second one was looking at a room filled with the 3 dozen different armor statues.
Right.
The third one on the bottom was looking at the laboratory, and then the last one was looking at the front door.
Curiosity getting the better of me, and being the fact that we need to get out of here, and 2, knowing that these buttons are here in what looks to be a security control room probably indicates to me in some facet that there's probably nothing in here that's going to harm me. So the furthest to the right button, I'm going to just press it in.
You press that button, and immediately the entire tower it stops to a halt. You hear all of this.
I was gonna say sliding as we are. Do we?
You guys need to make dexterity saving throws for me. You two, Vivian and Evindal.
Thanks, Sovearis. I got a dirty 20.
13.
Okay. Funny, because if she fails, you basically fail too, because she's the one leading the slide, right? So as you stop, you immediately tumble. You go over the edge, and you're starting to plummet.
I'm gonna face step.
Face step into the nearest standing, so you just plummet down 100 feet. And then now, Evindal, you kind of just like tumble over, and you're just like rolling and rolling and rolling. I'm gonna roll a D100 to see how many stairs there are.
Even with the dirty.
Even with a dirty 20, you manage to stay on. This is just to see how many stairs you fall down, not to see if you take damage for it. 4, literally 4.
4 stairs.
4 stairs. So,
ow.
Yeah, so you kind of just like trip and tumble, but you manage to keep your momentum and you grab onto the railing next to you. Continue to keep moving as some of these imps even themselves they hit some of the walls because of the momentum stopping. And then you see them plummeting and falling. Vivian, you just face stepped as a reaction. It is now your turn.
How far away am I?
He's just around the corner, honestly.
I'm running into there.
Yeah, you run into to see Sovearis, who's just catched himself on the control desk.
Sovearis, what are you doing? We have to get out of here.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything.
No.
You hear firebolts come just above you, and then like scratching and wings flapping and getting closer and closer as they're starting to dive bomb down the shaft.
Where's Evindal?
I'm making his way down. He ran into a little bit of trouble.
Firebolts whizzing by and just like hitting the walls, debris and dust just hitting the sides of the cobblestone. You continue to keep dashing down. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
18.
Okay. Good.
Good. My lungs are on fire.
They're starting to dive bomb down, so they're getting closer, a lot closer than expected.
Okay.
That's your action to dash. You want to do anything special?
Is there any way I could get like a vantage where I could see where they are?
Yeah, as you're getting closer down, you would be able to be like right underneath them now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You're now like, you'd be one platform. You could look over and kind of just like leap and try to do it.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. Evan's going to try to like balance himself with his one arm and then try to like jump and then Misty step as far as he can.
Easy enough because you were just a platform up above it. You're dropping. Immediately as you guys are talking about, you're like, where's Evindal? And you hear all these like, and you just hear him, buck, and then you see him teleport in the middle of the doorway entrance by you guys.
My God, I hate this place. We figured anything out?
There's quite a bit of buttons here.
Buttons? Let me take a look.
You see it in some Dwarvish script that you know. There is one that says movement of tower, which is the very far right one. And the third one was activate. The second one was release. And the first one is designate.
So it appears that
There's a door to close.
Yes, there is a door to close if you want. It is currently...
I would like to... Okay, first of all, since he face stepped, did the imps would they still be able to see exactly where we went?
Firebolts were whizzing at him like
While he was
towards
in the
the
doorway.
downward direction as he was face stepping. So there is a door. There's a button on the wall next to the open entranceway that you can press if you want.
I don't want to press the button. I don't
Okay.
want to press any buttons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just press the button.
Okay. Okay, I'll press the button.
You self-destruct and die.
Cute.
I told you.
I'm kidding. The plexiglass sliding panels as they close, you can start to see some of these imps crawling and like trying to snatch, and they're like,
Open the door, I tell you where your nuts are.
My
You see,
God.
now I don't want to open the door.
Yeah. That's not a good. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Anyway.
I'm gonna explain what I see on the writing on the buttons. It looks like this is the control room. I believe we control the movement of this, whatever it is that we're in here.
Cool.
Have you pushed any of these buttons? There was a big jolt.
No.
Insight. Do I believe him?
No, I pressed the button. I pressed the phone right button. But I think we press it again. Look, we're already in a safe place. We're in the control room. We control everything that happens. Why don't we just make it rambunctious for them out there?
I pressed the button.
You press the button, and you hear some of those gears outside on the wall, because it's a gigantic, large gear cog, start to grind and halt. It is now immobile.
You said this button said designate, right?
I did, yes.
I'm gonna press it.
Designate. And there's like a little green light that kind of appears on one of the monitors, and then it fades away.
That did. Do we see any changes on the monitors? Yeah, after pressing the designate button.
You can try pressing it again to kind of take a look this time.
Yeah,
if you want.
I'll
Yeah. So the green light turns on. Some of the armors, their heads move up, and then the light goes away, and then they go back to like a...
Okay, so I'm going to press them, hold the button down, and say, kill the imps.
Okay. Yeah. Kill the imps.
In Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish. Very smart, man. As you do that, the armors all animate in their eyes. This blue light starts to appear as they start to draw their swords. You see a legion of them as they immediately start marching down, and you can hear the beating footsteps of a small army coming up and down from stairs, areas that you don't know, and you start to see imps that were like,
get open this door. I'm trying the hardest I can.
and it's like, there's one imp with like a fucking small rusty axe, like, and there's like, and immediately they start scattering as all of these like animated armors start jumping and lunging from themselves, plummeting spears, great swords, and they start like taking down these imps and just like slaughtering and massacring everything.
Hey.
After a series of like 5 minutes, all of the imps have scattered away. All these statues start to walk back to their storage rooms.
Well, that fucking worked, didn't it?
What's the second button say?
Release.
Release. Well,
I think that did a great deal for us, and I don't think we should play with any more buttons.
release.
You hit the release button. You see on the camera in front of you, front door.
Oh, hey, cool.
Oh, the door opened.
You are now left with a quiet tower as the sliding door that you had pressed opens up. Guts and blood and dead imps everywhere.
Evindal is going to hop over that as much as he can and try to resume, like, going down to the bottom of the tower.
Yeah, walk down to the bottom of the tower.
With some haste, because I do keep in the back of my mind that Sovah fell off the tower.
Keep a note, you are also exhausted for 1 level.
Okay.
I'm going to walk through the grime and muck and start leaving.
You start to make your way down, and there's even more and more imps, kind of just like scattered remains, some on the railing, like their bodies and guts kind of torn open. A lot of them paled into like the walls with stone spears and heavy crossbow bolts. You make your way down finally to the bottom, and there you see, just on the other side of the door is...
Go ahead.
Jesse, can you describe to me what you look like?
This is rude.
You would see probably down, just kind of resting on his knees, a gore covered Sovah, no left arm, clutching a spear in his hand, just heavy breathing. As you step down, it done took you long enough.
My God. Did the golems do this too, or is this all you?
It's a blur, honestly.
My God.
Most of it, I reckon, was me. But
Are you all right?
This guy is so cool.
You're coming with me the next time I go gambling.
I could really use a sit down.
Why don't we all take a sit down?
That's a great idea.
There's no immediate danger. Let's take some time.
I have a herbalism kit and a proficiency in that.
What did you
Can I
put?
try to help Sovah?
You have nothing.
You are still
Oh,
naked.
I'm naked. Oh, I'm naked. Oh, I'm naked.
Let's find our
and
equipment.
we're outside.
We're not we're by the door.
You're by the door inside the tower.
I imagine I used probably like a good portion of my hit die for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll use 3/4 of them.
There's no immediate danger. I'm going to actually take some time to slowly go up these stairs and take a look around all these corridors and see if I can find my stuff.
Same. I am also going to root around to try to find my arm and my possessions.
Just before you turn to go up the stairs, you hear some explosions in the distance as the door's now open, and so you can hear the sounds of Nars Cauldra. Your memory is starting to fade back a little bit on the dangers of this place.
First things first, I'm going to go back up and close that door. I'm going to hit the...
Thank you.
Good idea.
You hit the same button. The doors close, and when you close them, there's a moment where some of the sconces that were on the wall start to... blue flames start to emit. A blue hue is now radiating light, so you guys can see within the tower.
I want to hit the movement button again and see if that gear is still struggling.
It is.
Okay.
As you try to hit it, it's just and there's like a grinding that's just halting.
Can I see if there's anything caught in the gear or anything to try to go up there and free it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check for me. Everyone else, what are you guys doing?
What do I see? Like, I imagine I've been fighting like semi-dark, semi-light, like just enough.
So it's a cylinder room tower, about 60 feet in radius, and there's a spiraling staircase. It lines the entire wall going down with these different platforms, one every 80 feet or so. So there's about 6 stories. You can also see that these sconces lighting up the area. You can look up to see a large candelabra with more blue lights. And then there is a beautiful mural on the ceiling, and it is a depiction of a lady sleeping on a crescent moon with stars and everything else around it.
I'm just gonna find somewhere that isn't gory, and I'm gonna lean up against the wall, sit down somewhere.
Yeah, going up the first flight of stairs to get to the first series of hallways. You go through and you open one door and see a room with about a dozen or so statue armors, kind of like the ones that were on the top floor, but they're more medium, smaller size, and they're just like resting in an idle position.
Just sitting somewhere. I'm also gonna like knock down to like half health.
Osiris. With a 22, you know that the cog on the wall that you're looking at, as you go all the way up the stairs to the appropriate area to take a look, it is rusted and corroded. You would know that it's going to take some serious maintenance. Like, it would probably be a month-long endeavor to try to fix.
Someone has a mending spell.
We can get to that if you want to take a look and try to roll an Arcana if you're investigating with Sovearis.
Yeah, I would say so.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana roll.
Could I roll Arcana as well, or help him? Give him the help action on Arcana?
Yeah, if you'd like to. Vivian, while they're doing this, what are you doing?
So I definitely followed Sovah, trying to like help under one of his arms, move him
Only got
as
one.
he looks. Oh, yep, under his one arm.
Mm-hmm.
Help him get to a spot where he can sit down. How are you alive?
Well,
As he grapples you.
right. I make a strength check to see if I resist the grapple.
You make a strength check, please.
That's gonna be an 8.
So you fail.
I do.
As he uses 15 feet of movement. That's all he needs.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes you with him as you guys plummet over the edge.
Sovah might have just died. How far are they falling?
I think he said something like 500 feet.
At least 500 feet.
Sovah, it is now your turn.
Okay. In the fall, this devil, when we go off the edge, he thinks he's won.
Yes.
Does he let go? So we're both just free falling.
No, he's holding on to you. As he's whispering in your ear, I want to feel your bones crack right before you die.
Right.
I always come back. You won't come back. Looking forward to it. As the snakes are starting to bite into your flesh, trying to even hold and latch on even further to you.
Give me just a moment.
Well, how the tables have turned.
How the turns have tabled. Right. I'm going to break the grapple.
Okay. Go and make another strength saving throw.
That's a 20. I will wrench him away and push him away so that we're like 10 feet apart.
Yeah.
Rather fall. And as I push him away, your remote's down there, and I'll cast Featherfall as he plummets further and further away from me.
Oh, dude. What a son of a bitch.
He knew too the whole time.
No, as soon as he's like, I got him, I was like, you don't got me.
How many spell slots have you had?
That was my last spell slot.
Oh, thank goodness. Wow, how convenient.
That's crazy.
Because I cast shield once in the first room, I cast shield on the remote, and then I had my first level spell slot. I'm not gonna lie, guys, my heart was racing on that one. I was like, I gotta break this grapple. All right, well, I will push him away, and as I cast Featherfall, I'll just kind of like snap my wrist and like flick my hand as I slowly start to descend, and I watch him plummet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just on my way down. I'm like, I don't know his name, and I'm free falling, but safely.
That is your turn. However, you start to notice flying imps coming your direction.
cursory glance, did anything stick out? He didn't look like he was wearing any magical gear. He just kind of looked like he would normally.
You're talking about
the devil that I followed down. As I landed, I probably like looked at him and was like, all right, and then chased after the tower. Couldn't change my course of fall. Like I was just going straight down. So I would have landed right where he landed and then have been like, oh, gross. And then.
Yeah, what's your passive perception? You are also being chased down by imps too.
Yeah, 13. More or less, I was just kind of looking to see if he hit near the remote.
No, my passive perception of 13. I'm sorry, no.
I just, as a thing that
no magical armor on him.
I mean, I figured he was just wearing regular stuff. I was more or less just like thinking he would probably go pathetic and then keep running. Tower walks pretty fast. Also, when you're being assailed by imps. But I made it in just as it stopped. So I'm just gonna kind of, if y'all need something moved, I try, but I'm gonna sit for just a minute.
Just sit down. No one needs you to do anything else today. Just don't die, human. She's gonna turn around and leave the room, and like the second she leaves the room, she's gonna lean against like the wall and be just, oh god. She thought another person had just died around her.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I can indeed. I cry over this, Brady.
We also, like, when we were at lunch, gaslit the shit.
Fuck you guys for that shit.
Sovah
Fuck
being dead.
you guys for that
technically
shit.
didn't lie. I just told you to make a new character sheet.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I had just make a new character sheet. I did not say that he was dead.
I got a 10 on that.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
Vivian busts out into you.
None of you see it.
As you go to like walk away and you look back once more, the disheveled, covered in viscera Sovah. It's not Sovah. It's Ren. In that moment, as he is sitting there, his hair down, covered in all this guck and mud, and you like shake your head and blink once or twice, and it's Sovah again. Missing arm.
She's going to put her hand on the railing and just stop for a second. And then she'll keep going. I don't even know where she's going. She's just walking upstairs.
You can hear Evindal and Sovearis as they're looking at the cog.
Also, I got a 20.
25. Okay. 25. Yeah, you think you can get it moving, but it would take for you to do mending and with the appropriate
Multiple sessions.
Prestidigitation, mending.
You could probably have it at least operating one more time within 3 days.
Okay. I reckon I could probably at least get us moving again in a couple of days. But aside from that, we'll probably need some expert help getting repairs on this. Luckily, I do know a fairly good mechanic.
Intricate work as well. You can just hear them saying like, well, I could probably have this moving in a few days, but you guys are exhausted. And at this point, hunger is kicking in.
Did we find our stuff?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
All of us, or just...
For those who want to look around, I know Sovah is currently taking a little nap.
Yeah, because I already was like, I was just going to close the door, but I already said I was going to look in all these rooms and stuff. So.
I'm wandering.
13.
Also 13.
13.
What's...
Investigation
7. I'm distraught.
is a 19 minus 6. 13.
Okay, guys.
Triskaidekaphobia, dude.
I'm just going to kind of like, and my look is just like, I just kind of like lean and look into the room next to me. And if I don't see anything, I don't do anything.
It looks like a barracks room, almost. Like there's different beds that are just kind of hanging from chains, joined and fixed to the wall. With 13, you guys managed to investigate the area. So I'm now going to describe the tower to you in sections. However, unfortunately, you guys do not manage to find any of your equipment. You do find, so first story.
If I see beds, what is on the bed itself? Is it like a blanket or like anything?
There is a rough wool blanket that is folded, as well as sheets on top of that, and then a pillowcase on top of that, all folded neatly, and there's a pillow that is at the head of the bed.
I will take the sheet off of one of them and wipe off as much of the gore as I can, and then just kind of sit on the edge of the bed and just kind of like prop myself up with my spear, refusing to go to sleep. Tired, but I don't know if I'm still needed.
I got you. I'm going to describe the floors.
You said there's 6 in total, correct?
Correction, there will be 7 in total. So this is going from the bottom up. First one, living quarters. Second floor is the security wing. There's the third story, is where you see the armory. Fourth story is the laboratory. The fifth story has 3 more rooms, completely empty. Sixth story, I'll just call it the cultivation floor. So I'm going to narrate this. There's only 2 doors. Sovearis should be the first one to kind of like lead the path on this. There is one door that you investigate as you come across a door different than the rest. There is a lock on it with a specific etched in runes along the metal trim of the door frame itself. Would you like to roll a perception or investigation check real quick? 15. You hear, just on the other side, a series of different computer-like noises similar to the one that you came from.
But that's it? All I hear.
There's that one door, and then there's another door further down this hallway.
Does the other door have a lock on it?
No, it doesn't. It opens up into a room that has just a black panel on the right side of it, glass panel.
Is there any switches, buttons, anything in the room?
Roll investigation check for me.
20.
Natural 20. You can see that there's wires that are connected to the corner from the black panel itself, and it is some monitor of some type.
Can I follow the wires?
You follow the wires to down to the trim with a natural 20. It goes into another small latch that has a series of like different letters and such.
Like one of the rotary locks?
Common alphabet, or is it?
It is Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. Okay. I'll make a mental note of that to let Evindal know, because I know he can speak Dwarvish.
It's a 5-digit combination. That wires connect to that small little panel. You wouldn't be able to open upwards to flip, however, it's locked.
Okay. And then the lock that's on the other door, is it the same, or is it more like a padlock, or?
It looks like a rudimentary, old, ancient padlock.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes, you may.
Okay. 19. Nice.
Yes, it radiates heavy magic. There's a lot of abjuration on it. You can tell just because there's a series of smaller inscriptions inside the trim of the keyhole area. It's such small print that you can tell that this would be near impossible to unlock without the appropriate matching key. No replica, no lockpicking, no magic casting. This will not open without that key.
Okay. All right.
Devil guy, who's probably a couple miles back behind us, splattered on the ground.
There's nothing else on this floor other than those 2 rooms?
Yeah, other than those 2 rooms. Okay, and then 7th floor is the observation floor.
It's where we had our fight.
Yeah, it was where the hallway of doors, there was the planetarium room. You can see now another, like a library.
Books.
Right.
That is all the floors. That is all the stories and everything else. You guys now have the space. You have the space here in the tower.
Evindal, come with me.
All right then. By the way, I Evindal would have definitely found something to wear at this point, whether it be his clothes or a curtain, just
or the sheets from the living arrangement.
Yeah.
I'll lead him to that Dwarvish lock.
Oh, my word! What is this?
Evindal, you read a series of different Dwarvish magical runes along the trim of the door. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana roll.
23.
Nice. Each rune that's on the door is a different variation cast of protection from evil and good.
My word, this is a multi-layered cast protection. Someone did not want anyone in this room.
Or out.
Or out, yes. I have detect magic. Would that give us access to any more information?
Yes. You can go ahead and cast detect magic.
So I would raise my one good arm and just kind of like hover it over the runes as I kind of just tried to pick up what kind of like...
A faint glow appears from your hand, almost like you're using a black light to kind of help paint the picture better for yourself. As you go cast it, you trace along it. Your eyes also kind of shift the similar magical aura color that you have, and it's being spoken to you in your head. It is reconstructing magic itself. So you know that its original purpose was to keep something inside, to not leave. As you hover over the arcane lock, you know that it is remotely activated.
So it appears as definitely keeping something in, and whatever it is can be let out from a distance.
It can be activated remotely?
That's what it appears. There was a release. Well, the release opened the door, didn't it? When you pressed the release button.
The guy we fought earlier had a remote.
He did, didn't he? If Sovah wasn't near death, I would kill him myself right now.
I'm gonna kind of like walk out onto the catwalk, start making my way up. If I haven't seen or heard them for about 5 minutes or so, I need to go find them.
Yeah, you can get up and you start to move, making your way to see around the corner. What is Vivian doing?
So Vivian went up to the laboratory for a bit, and she's looking around in there, trying to see if there's any other indications of what is the flower that is on her now, and what was with the petals.
Go ahead and roll me a history check for me.
Fantastic.
I'd probably stop by the laboratory and just kind of lean against the door, just watching Vivian do whatever she's doing.
Vivian, can you paint the picture real quick?
So Vivian, one, is over by tubes that were attached to her, and she's looking up at it, the remnants of it. I think she's just touching them and looking at them and what she was hooked up to. And she's trying to see like the workstation table areas that are not the tubes we were all in. She's trying to see if she can see anything like they were working on what they were doing to them.
Kind of playing off that, I'm going to come in and I'm going to look at those people that are on the table and see if I recognize a face. And I'm hoping Alice wasn't one of those faces.
No. The faces seem unrecognizable. Human. Their face rigor mortis into a twisting of torture and agony. It was our last bleeding moment, but no one that you recognize. Your history roll?
17.
As you're touching the center of your chest where you can now feel the roots of this small little flower embedded in you. It moves to the touch. It's warm, welcoming. You look down to see a lot of the series of tubes that are connected to the other broken now tanks that you guys were in. And you get the sneaking suspicion, feel Sovah's presence behind you as he makes his way into interrupting your thought.
Do I still have that bloom on my arm? Or did it fade away?
It wilted away, but there is that residual
Just kind of absent-mindedly.
roots embedded into the underneath of your skin and flesh, intertwining your bone as you were holding it while you were resting downstairs. You felt excitement and potential, but it is just a small budding, just a lot like the one on Vivian's chest.
Sovah, you should be sleeping.
You're probably right about that, but there's a lot of mysteries in this tower. As I walked past Vivian, did the bloom feel any different? As if to interact with the other?
Make a insight check for me as Sovearis starts to also enter the space.
That's a 13.
What was your question again? Sorry, guys.
As I walked past Vivian, and I just kind of like touched that, and she's messing with it on her chest as well. Was there any sort of interaction, like a connectivity? Did we kind of like get a sense of each other as we walked past?
Vivian, some of the thoughts you'd be thinking as you were looking and touching in the excitement of the potential. The moment when you were on the tower and you had casted a spell with your sorcery points, mechanically, it was the empowerment of the magic within you being slightly altered and the color being slightly changed and the excitability of it. That moment would flash in your head, and Sovah, you would have noticed this and kind of what drew you to come into the room with Vivian. There's a sense of just wanting to be near, to be unified.
Sort of like walking through a space and getting hit with like a shaft of light, like it's just warmth.
Like you're just an empath, you know? Yeah, you're just empathic like that. No, it is a warm sensation, a welcoming, and
that feeling of potential, that idea of power.
Yes, and an over sense of wanting to protect.
I think for Vivian, there's also a profound sense of like purpose, which she hasn't felt in a long time, and something she desperately searches for constantly. Just feeling that level of power again and the joy she felt from it just reminded her of purpose.
Yeah. Sovearis, you walk in to see them having a conversation. Sovah more investigating the table itself, seeing the ghastly sight of torture and surgery. Sovearis makes his way in, and as you walk in, can you also make me an insight check too?
Sure.
If their eyes were open, I would close them. Try to give them a little bit of rest.
19.
Similar sensation as well that I described. Sense of like when you walk in, there's just a warmth and a sense of potential and becoming more. It's nice. Feels right as you guys are getting closer. You close the eyes of the person on the table. It is a young adult, bald-headed because they were shaved, it looked like. A man with blue eyes as you close his eyes. He looks a little bit more at rest, but his heart cavity is still open. Rods and different types of devices still creating this like artificial beat that would have subsided after you guys fucking moved the tower and shit, so...
Not much I can do for that.
Everyone needs to take one more level of exhaustion, as you now need to find something to eat. We're going to be playing on some survival mechanics here. I will say with the investigation checks, you guys did find old stale rations. Something would have to be done to it to make it more edible so that everyone can eat.
Mending food?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
Prestidigitation can, like, clean...
Demold it?
It can.
I would do that as much as I could to the rations we found, try to just get it as healthy looking as I could.
Hell yeah. You now managed to make a lot of these old stale crackers and bread and slices of cheese to be more edible. It does not taste very good, but it does allow you guys to attempt to take a long rest.
Okay.
I do want to do that, but since I've kind of been the only one on the outside of this and chased it down, what does the architecture look like? Does it look like it's like a Gothic cathedral that just stood up and walked away, like Castlevania style? Or are we talking like...
The architecture itself is reminiscent to a lot of the rubble when you used to do some tours and operations, missions out in Nars Coldra of the old world.
So it does look like it's the kind of cultural mix of like the human architecture, some dwarvish in there. I know the dwarven runes were kind of older.
Yeah, so a better picture to paint for you would be, imagine a very Roman-inspired golden era of Rome with different intricacies on elvish design when it comes to the interior for a lot of the structural beams and railings. The cobblestone is beautifully cut and crafted and polished. Since it's been traveling Nars Coldra, a lot of that has been run down, beaten look to it. A lot of cracks, a lot of dirt. And
have I ever seen one of these?
Moving towers? No, you have never seen a moving tower here.
All the time I've gone on scoutings, I've never seen anything this big moving like that.
Is it like floating moving, or is it like spider leg situation?
As you guys are sitting around the fire, Sovah's kind of telling the description of the tower. It is a series of different mechanical spider legs and wheels. Like the wheels to a tank has different spider legs kind of like help probably clear some of that rubble that would possibly get into the inter-trappings or interworkings of the tread of the tank wheels. As far as the outside look, circular and cobblestone siege tower.
As we were kind of in the laboratory as well, and some of the other stuff, does it look like things were moved in, or these were here before?
Here before.
Okay. All right. That's actually more mystery, but fine.
Well, it didn't have to have been a torture lab before. It could have just been a lab before.
True.
There does seem to be some elements of crude infernal mechanisms and torture devices. There's like 2 different themes to the laboratory room specifically, though.
Okay. I'm going to have a couple crackers. I'm going to lean up against something. Probably got one of the wool blankets over me just to kind of try to regulate temperature, and I'm going to probably pass out.
Okay. You sleep. I need everyone to roll a d20 for me.
I don't like that.
Oh my god.
Everyone's sleeping?
Do we add anything to it?
No, just roll it.
Before we rest, would it be possible for me to ritual cast Lehman's tiny hut around us?
Yeah, ritual cast. It was like, it takes what, an hour to cast?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Fuck yeah, dude.
So I will do that around our sleeping area where we're staying.
Which space do you guys sleep in? The living quarters area?
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Lehman's tiny hut around the common area on the first floor.
Does that reduce our exhaustion by an extra amount?
That'd provide a much more comfortable space to sleep in.
Yes. 2 levels of exhaustion will go away.
So all of our exhaustion goes
when
away.
you go uncomfortable, yeah.
I'd probably, before sleeping, summon my axe, pull the purple ribbon off, and grasp that as I fall asleep.
The first few words spoken between you and Lavender, followed by, get home soon. You wrap it around your arm. What did you guys roll?
12.
12.
Nat 20.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
3.
Is there any modifiers on
No.
that? No, just a
3. Well, Sovah rolled less than you, so you're good. Sovah, dream me a dream.
dream you a
Dream me a dream.
Okay.
Mr. Sandman.
I'd say as exhausted as Sovah is, he probably would dream about being as tired as he's been tired like this several times before. One of the first time was he growing up training with Maple was exhausting, but the first time he trained with Yzrin was exhausting. His dwarvish battle master mentor had him move boulders, had him move cargo, had him train with his axe for probably a couple days straight. He's probably dreaming of training and the soreness that come along with it. His mentor telling him, move things twice the size of most men can carry, and laughing as he points to a bigger boulder. And he finds his way.
As he points to a bigger boulder within your dream, something happens where you look at the boulder and it starts to become larger and larger into the size of this mountain. As it encompasses a shadow over you, everyone, you start to see this dream that Sovah is having. As you're now standing there atop of this gigantic mountain-like boulder, stands a dwarven man, Yzrin, who is looking down at you and ridiculing you. And you hear the cackle and the hissing, different devilish laughs as a similar serpent, bearded devil sees into your dream as well. And that is the end of the dream. You guys wake up to a morning, thunderstorms outside.
In my investigations, did I at least find my pendant, or is my pendant still missing too?
Still missing. Sorry.
Damn it.
I get a long rest?
Everyone gets a long rest.
Because of the hut, we get to remove 2 levels.
Mm-hmm. When you're in a comfortable environment, you get to alleviate 2 levels of exhaustion.
All right. Get up a little sore, but...
Now the space is provided to you. What are you guys going to be doing? You are out of food currently at this moment.
I am going to open up the door to this tower once more and take a look at the surroundings of the area, considering that it's daylight now.
Honestly, I think I'm going to spend the entire amount of my free time scrounging the entire castle for whatever we can use.
I'd help as well.
Okay.
I'm going to the 5th floor, and I'd like to search those rooms, and then I would also like to look at the cultivation room.
Okay. Let's start with Sovearis because you spoke first.
Okay.
You open the doors to the tower. You can see in the distance on the sky just purple thunderstorms, constant overcast of Nars Coldra since the portal's opening. A bunch of rubble and toppled buildings and such. Nars Coldra, even from the first time you were here, it looks different. You can only tell that to the left is more rubble, further beyond, and then to the right, even more rubble and further beyond. It is the fog that is here, and the reason why most people probably haven't found this tower, you can surmise with your passive investigation. You would draw the conclusion there's a reason why no one's talked or mentioned about these moving towers before. It's because the fog itself eliminates the ability to even survey lands appropriately.
Right.
It makes it extremely difficult.
Okay. That being the case, I will let Party know, step inside. I am going to take off, not very far. Just going to survey the surrounding area, see if I can't scrounge up any shops, any stores, anything to get us something to eat, any weaponry, anything that's useful in the nearby area. I won't wander too far.
Probably a good idea.
And I assume you all are going to spend the day familiarizing yourselves with our new temporary abode and finding our belongings, I would assume.
I'm gonna see what I can find to help us survive.
As best I can.
Well, if you find my amulet, please set that aside. I need that.
What does it look like?
Small stone. It's magic. It's going to be, especially for someone of your kind,
All
you
right,
can
I
definitely
will
depict that.
be able to look at that, probably.
All right, perfect. And I will be off. I'm going to kind of look around the surrounding area. I don't want to stray too far from the tower, but
How far would you say you could go out?
in a radius of the tower, from the tower being the center, I wouldn't go further than, I don't know, maybe half a mile.
Yeah, that will probably take the whole day if you want to be thorough.
So,
and
yeah, be thorough.
this
Yep.
entire circle.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to make a series of checks or anything? Let me know.
Yeah, we'll move on to you, Evindal. As Sovearis kind of comes back and is like, I'm going to do some exploring around. What is the first, where do you begin?
If I could find, like, spare, like, components of spells, just anything that could be used as weapons, like, because I don't have a way to physically defend myself.
As a man of the arcane and studies magic, your mind is your best weapon. So what better to employ it than the library itself? So you begin there. Let's go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Natural 1 with a +8, so 9.
It is unfortunate.
Wait. Chronal shift.
Oh, is that for a specific?
Have to check if it's
I think it might be attack.
Check if it's
Yeah,
for ability
fuck.
checks.
However, Caleb, I do remember you have like inspiration
Oh, I do.
that I had given him a long time ago. He gave me a compliment. I was like, here, have inspiration.
I just want to see if I have. Chronal shift says, as a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll. You make the decision after you see whatever the roll succeeded or fails.
As an ability check, yeah.
So I could technically use Chronal Shift on me or my inspiration. Chronal Shift. Oh. 17.
Evindal, you try to look at first for something that could help you survive this moment. Resources are extremely low. There's only 2 crackers left.
And Sovah's got both of them.
1 cracker left.
You find one of the archive systems, like where to like look. Going through the archive and you're finding like the maintenance guide.
Okay.
As you look, you find the space is empty for the book. But you recall seeing a desk on the platform. You remember seeing a desk specifically where you were fighting the devil.
Okay.
You go outside onto that platform and you find that desk and there's scattered notes and in some dwarvish script. As you're reading it, you start to notice information on the inner mechanisms of the tower, how it operates, the blueprints on how it works. So it helps you diagnose more of the problem. That time will be cut in half. It'll be a day and a half, and you could probably knock it out within 1 whole day, but you'll be exhausted afterwards. But you know you can get this moving. Because going out in Nars Cauldron butt-ass naked is a death sentence in itself. But there's also more information that starts to pique your interest. And you start to read theories, arcane theories on the possibility to take divination magic. Something that you're pretty well renowned in, because as a chronology wizard, divination magic plays a heavy part into it. If not, it is a hyper-specific class of divination magic. But this divination magic is mixed with illusion and enchantment and smaller elements of conjuration. And it starts playing with the theories of being able to create a reality within a subconscious, being able to create a world based off of a dream. And even so, then it starts even mentioning something about a purple flower. And then it starts to trail off.
As I find the research about, like, the purple flower, I would instinctively, like, as I assume, is it, like, where my socket is? Or, like, where is it?
It's exactly where the wound was. Where you lost your arm is exactly where it was at. And you feel that as you touch it, you grasp while you're reading.
I imagine, like, it's kind of like Ed. He's got, like, the metal, like, bracket on his shoulder, like, put the arm onto.
Yeah, that is missing in itself. You're bare.
It's all gone.
Yeah,
okay.
it is bare.
Wow, okay.
And where you are grasping it, you can feel the roots embedded into your bone and sinew, and the small budding flower. And as you touch it, Vivian, what are you thinking currently at this moment as you are?
Ew. So I went to the 5th floor where the 3 empty rooms were.
Cultivation room. Quick pause on you, on Evindal.
Of course.
Vivian, you're helping him, right?
I'd probably just kind of between the three. As soon as he went into the library, I probably went and found Vivian, to be fair. I was like, actually.
Oh, I help you. Oh.
Reading now.
Yeah, you see him poring over books and reading.
I'd probably see like Vivian like walking towards the rooms of a floor below us or a couple floors below us, and I'd head that way.
Vivian, you walk into this empty room. The moment that you walk into it, there is a sinister feeling. Ice starts to prickle in the back of your neck. And you look, and for some reason, you just feel this sinister sensation kind of wash over you. Something twisted. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking 10. Jesus.
That's when the fun stuff happens. Don't be mad.
Thank God Sovah's following me.
Your flower in your chest feels like it starts to move once more. Evindal, you also start to feel the sensation in your chest as well as you're touching your flower. The moment to realize that there is something that is potentially empowering about this. The fact, the possibility is almost endless, but you need more information to know. Vivian, as you look at this black panel, you start to see something shape in your mind as there is a idea or a foggy memory of a familiar companion. You stand with yourself alone, your flower almost quivering at the sensation, and an overlooming sensation of hate and anger, as it is almost like your flower is trying to combat.
Vivian's gonna start taking steps backwards, and she's trying to leave the room as fast as possible.
You quickly dart away to find Sovah in the doorframe.
Sovah, seeing her locked up, I'd probably walk up behind her, and as soon as she started to step back, I'd place my hand on like the middle of your back
I'm tweaking. I'm turning around and I'm pushing him.
and just be like,
Pushed. Hands.
Do you stop her?
yeah, I'll try to grab her wrist.
Do not woman me. You stupid big brawny man.
I'll try to grab her wrist.
I'm kidding. I love this trope.
You're a strength-based character, she's not. It's easy enough to do so. The moment you guys touch, a warmth sensation washes over you. In that moment, do you recoil from the sensation?
I don't think so. And would I feel it strongest in the bloom?
No, in your heart.
Weird, but all right. Hey, this is linked to you somehow.
She's going to struggle away from him and just yell, you have no idea what you're talking about.
You're right. That's what I'm trying to learn.
She's going to try to push him again and get off of me.
I'll let her go that time.
She's storming out.
Storms down the series of hallways. Evindal, you had a weird sensation of that happen, and then...
Did I feel like I was there and experienced that, or I just like felt the emotions of the situation?
You felt that emotion
just like
of the situation.
Fear, anxiety,
the anger, the
and
anxiety,
then the warmth.
and then the warmth and the reassurance.
Okay. At this point, Evindal catch himself on the desk and try to like get his focus back.
This book in front of you has possibly the potential. Your chronology magic affects time and space. You can apply the same theory, time and space.
I see where you're going with this.
So you're combated with all these conflicting emotions as you have this book in front of you, and yet you've only scratched the surface.
I'm pocketing this book for sure.
Just tucks it in between his cheeks. I'm going to approach the locked door.
You approach the locked door. What is your passive insight?
Passive insight. It's really high, actually. I have the best. It's 13. Do I have a handle?
It has a handle. Doesn't even move. You're only moving the lock, and the lock itself is just heavy.
Okay. I am going to cast message. I'm going to point in the direction of the door.
Explain the description of the spell.
You point toward a creature within range and whisper a message. So if there is a creature, I'm just pointing in the direction of this door, towards the space. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast this through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it's beyond a barrier. So I just whisper to the door, "Hello? Anybody in there?" Right. And I'll...
Glad no one saw that.
That was the cultivation room. We're on the 6th floor, correct?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for anything useful. Weaponry, armor, food, anything I can fashion, and like even just like grabbing stuff for a fire.
Okay. We'll get back to that. We're going to now jump over to Sovearis. as you have been investigating the radius around the tower. Are you doing this stealthily?
Fucking yeah.
Almost disgusted at the question. To be honest.
How dare you assume I'm not? Give me to roll stealth, I guess.
No acrobatics.
All right. 14.
14. Remember, you have inspiration for buying me a Red Bull, so.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
What is it?
26.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the difference.
A little bit.
You step around rubble and stone, dust and debris, peeking underneath different torn down structures, some about a story tall, others just piles and heaps on top of themselves. Can you go ahead and roll me an investigation check as you're trying to now look for things to help? I'm going to have you quickly roll me a D100, please. Get away from me. Don't look at me. Don't look at my screen. Jess, he's always trying to copy and cheat, but...
Would never.
60. I think that's 60.
Not the pyramid.
I got a 60 on here and a 0 here, so I would assume that's a 60.
A 6 and a 0 would be 60.
Yeah, okay.
You find a dusty old hand crossbow, a scimitar, a bedroll, and some clothing for everyone. There's something that happens, however, as you're like grabbing some of these materials. You even find a bag to be able to put this in, or it's like a makeshift one.
Yeah, like I can put it on a sheet.
On a sheet, on a stick, and do a little hobo pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear it more than anything else. In the distance, marching. What sounds to be a legion of something, but it is probably miles away. You can hear it, which is concerning.
Does it sound like it's coming closer, or does it just sound like it's marching?
It sounds like it's just marching by. It doesn't sound like it's getting closer. You can hear the occasional distance explosions as well.
Okay. I'm going to continue searching around a little bit more, just see if I can scrounge up any kind of like food, water.
Okay, let's do one more investigation roll. At this point, I mean, because it took you hours to find even these materials.
17.
17? Okay, go ahead and roll me another D100. Specifically food.
30.
You find a mason jar of pickled relish and a pouch of some powder. You don't know what. It smells like some type of stone. It is somewhat pretty, but it's like a white, it looks almost like sand. You'd have to have someone else investigate it to kind of really ascertain what it could be.
Okay, yeah. I guess around this time it's starting to get a little dark.
Yes, it is.
I would start heading back whenever I notice this.
I think there would be a moment when you would feel that anxiety and emotions that I had narrated to everyone else earlier, that Vivian was feeling, that emotion of whatever, and you kind of have this sense of like wanting to protect.
For sure. Heading back.
Okay. Sovearis comes back, and you guys who, in this moment, Vivian, you were storming out and storming away. Sovearis is now kind of like walking up the steps with stuff. You guys make eye contact as where you heading as you were like storming away from Sovah?
To outside of the control room. And I'm currently trying to strip the meat off of dead imps.
Ooh, infernal cannibalism. I fucking dig it. Okay, Vivian, go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Okay, also still naked, covered in blood again.
You can do a survival check or a medicine check. It is your choice.
See which one I'm better at.
And yeah, and that confrontation in the screen room did happen naked as well.
Yes, it did.
Whenever I do find that book, I am going to find a room that is relatively uninhabited, and I'm going to put that book in a drawer and cast Arcane Lock on it. Since I don't have a bag or anything to put it in right now.
Of course.
I got a 4, and I would say that Vivian doesn't have anything on her, so she's just angry and trying to do this with her hands.
Vivian is currently just haphazardly just ripping asunder some of these imps and tearing out some of their guts. A lot of it's also starting to turn to ash in your hands, Vivian, as it starts to kind of just evaporate and wilt away from your hand.
She's going to get angry and just start throwing pieces of it at the wall.
I'm going to reach into that makeshift bag that I made, the little sheet. I'm going to grab the thing of clothing, kind of toss it to her, and then just keep walking without a word.
Vivian, Sovearis is what seems like a lack of empathy to some is actually more of a sense of, I think, respect. You guys used to serve together. He acknowledges you in the space, provides clothing, does not mention a word, continues about his business. Very reminiscent to a senior officer.
I think Vivian has some tears happening. She's going to get up and pick up the clothes, and she's going to head to the quarters to try to clean herself off a bit before she puts clothes on.
Sovearis probably comes by, and Sovah's like, ooh, pants.
Yeah, sleeve that hog, bro.
You're not going to believe this. I have shirts too.
Oh, right. I'll put one of them on.
Oh, man.
I just don't like it because of the flappy arm. I hate because it moves around when I'm trying to walk.
Tear it off.
I will de-sleeve it, which looks kind of funny because he's probably going to set it on the ground and then just like put a foot on it and just pull the sleeve off.
Easy enough. What is Sovah doing as Sovearis comes to approach and give you clothes?
I'd probably be like just looking around.
Scrap finding some
anything,
firewood.
everything I could find. And starting to like clean imps as I work my way down, just getting them off the walkway and stuff.
You're just like throwing them over the ledge?
Just tossing them down to the center.
Can I hit the designate button and say clean imp bodies? Or are they purely battle?
So you press like the button before even saying anything. It just flashes red.
We've got a bigger problem here.
I find anything in my looking around?
Cleaning out some of the debris, managed to find enough firewood to last you guys a solid week of firewood. You went through every room, I imagine, at this point, cleaning it out.
Evindal would be back in the library.
A lot of firewood there too.
No, there's not. There most certainly is not.
I mean, this place has been picked clean. Unless you wanted to dismantle some of the, I guess, furniture and weapon mantles and stuff. You could.
Just looking for anything that looked like it could be advantageous. If we find a lot of broken things, that's fine. Cleaning up the body, so that's just kind of not in the... And I know after time, they just kind of turn to ash as they reform in the hills, so...
So we're just tossing dead imp bodies over. As you see him, you hand him the whatever.
I take it you didn't find our stuff?
I haven't found anything of a use, unfortunately. It's either behind that door we can't get through, or they got rid of it a long time ago.
All right.
Ooh, pants.
You go up the stairs and you see Evindal, who's just finally leaving the library room. How does Evindal react when he leaves the room and Sovearis is there? As he is holding clothes in his hand, getting ready to hand it to you.
Oh, it appears you were somewhat successful in your endeavors outside of the castle.
Just clothes.
As long as I don't have to wear a curtain anymore, I greatly appreciate it.
Any luck finding our stuff?
I did not find our stuff, however, I did find some schematics of the building, and I believe I'll be able to get it at least moving in about a day and a half. I'm going to start probably working on that tomorrow.
Okay, we'll rest up for the night. While you're working on that, I'll step out once more, and I'll head south and see if I can't find where Sovah threw that remote.
And maybe in the meantime, Vivian and Sovah can...
I'll trust Sovah to look around the castle. Vivian needs some fresh air. She's going to come with me tomorrow.
All right.
Evindal, do you begin working on...
Yes, I will go ahead and begin the gear and repairing it and following the blueprints that I found.
Sovearis. You are looking at the only food that you managed to find, and you realize that food that you have right now, going through the resources, only one person can eat tonight. I mean, you could split it between all of you, however, it won't do anything. Only one person can eat, basically, and not gain exhaustion after sleeping, a long rest. Anyone who doesn't eat, mechanically, will have an exhaustion. Who eats, who doesn't?
The fact...
Me, obviously.
well, it's funny you brought the... No, I'd say...
So let's set up the space. Evindal, you start working on the gears. Everything is starting to wind down for the night. Sovah's already created the fire. Mm-hmm. You're now here. Vivian has been...
I'm on the bench. I'm laying there, just on the bench.
Go ahead and talk to your characters. How do you do this?
So, I hesitate to say team, but team, slight problem. A couple of us are not going to be eating. I was not able to track down a whole lot of food. It's tough to make calls, but sometimes you have to make a smart call. Evindal, you were not planning on leaving tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
I think it'd be best if someone else who is planning on leaving would eat.
I think that's a smart choice.
Okay. Vivian.
I don't want it.
That's not what I was going to talk to you about. Do you want to come with me to search, get some fresh air, maybe take some aggression out tomorrow?
Start reading.
You can say no.
I was planning on going out tomorrow anyway.
Oh, were you?
I was.
Okay, we can coordinate.
Maybe we get some fresh devil, we could cook it.
They turn to ash usually, but I like where your head's at. We need supplies. Sovah.
Yeah.
Any particular thing that you were going to accomplish tomorrow? Were you planning on leaving as well?
I don't really plan on it, but it does seem like it's a logical thing as we've picked the castle clean.
So.
Do you want to just eat the food?
No. Given the circumstances, if I'm slightly sluggish tomorrow, it will not affect me as much. And given the circumstances, if you were slightly sluggish, it would not affect you too much. But someone who is frail and relies too much on their magic, like Vivian.
Frail? She's standing up.
Yes.
Frail.
You rely too much on your magic.
Her hands glow.
Yeah, I wasn't going to take it anyway.
I think someone who needs to be in top form to be able to react quick enough to use their magic should be.
Fine, since everyone seems to know what's best for me, Vivian's gonna pick up the food and walk out of the fucking room.
You didn't find any leather out there, did you?
I did not. Sorry.
Damn.
Hopefully we'll have better luck tomorrow.
I figured I'd stick closer to the tower, sort of as just kind of a roaming guard, if you were going to move a little bit further out.
Yes, I'm going to proceed further back the way that we were moving from and see if I can't possibly find that remote that you tossed.
I feel it might be. That was
you didn't know.
Short-sighted.
You didn't know.
I did run for like about a couple miles.
Okay.
And I imagine that this thing doesn't really leave a subtle path. So hopefully you can kind of follow that.
Yeah, I would assume that I could probably find some cracks in the ground from where it was stepping. And
did you see any vultures or any large birds as you moved through?
I did not. However, there is a battalion somewhere to our southeast. Was moving, not closer. It was moving, and it was large. I heard it from miles away. So either large enemies or...
Out here in Nars Culture, it could be any number of things. I was going to try to do one of old hunting tricks where you pretend to be dead and a buzzard comes and gets you, and then you ha right as it gets close.
Could possibly work. I've never heard of the Hya technique. Could work.
I'll give it a shot tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Vivian walks out. You storm. Where to?
Very top floor. I want to, look out, basically.
At nighttime now. You look out to see thunderstorms in the distance, wind rushing by. The food is being held in your hand.
Who the fuck does that pointed-eared geezer think he is? As I'm having handfuls of relish in my fucking mouth. I mean, does he even really, know anything about me? We worked, one mission together, and he was irrelevant. I didn't even see him the whole time.
The food, honestly, is delicious because you've been starving all day.
He was never a fucking captain. Him and his, oh, look at me and my knives.
Okay. Feel satiated, so as we take a long rest, everyone will be taken at a point of exhaustion.
Including me?
Not you. With that being said, it is a new day. You begin to start working on things, so it's going to be an all-day endeavor. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check to see how fast we can get this done.
And before you start to work, I'll be like, you need anything moved? Let me know.
I will let you know, Sovah.
All right, I'm going to go lay on the ground and pretend to be dead.
Where at, so I know where to find you?
I'm just outside the door.
Gotcha.
What a weird guy.
16.
It is going to take all day, but you begin to start working. Continue to keep casting, mending, moving, shifting, everything that is appropriate. Sovearis, Vivian. So, Sovah, I know what you're doing. Sovah, you're...
I'm literally going to, I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm going to kind of lower the pant just a little bit, like it's coming off my hip. And with a little bit of the gore, I'll put that on spots. And I'll just go lay down maybe 50 feet from the tower. Just
oh, okay.
just on my back with my arms just kind of outstretched to make it look like something's, I've been maimed and I'm fresh meat.
He's baiting the fucking vultures with his
That's
own
actually
body.
kind of
Okay.
smart, low-key.
Okay.
Vultures are
no,
big,
no
too.
weapon or anything.
Okay.
And if something comes down, if something lands near me and it's not one of these three, I'm going to summon the spear and fucking skewer it.
Okay,
Oh
first...
Vultures are big,
All
too.
right.
Look, everybody's got their survival tactics.
I'm willing to work with you. It could be either performance, deception, or survival.
+0 to survival, +1 to performance, And a +1 to charisma. So I'm gonna use performance.
Okay. You perform to be dead.
Yeah.
With your exhaustion level as well.
That's cocked.
I feel like his exhaustion level should help him in this sense. He's just laying there.
Again, an 18, -6 because of my exhaustion level, correct? At level 3. So that brings it down to a 12, +1, so 13, and I'm going to use my tactical mind to add a d10 to it.
Okay.
And I rolled an 8, so I'm up to a 21.
Fuck, dude, why? Yeah.
It's a good plan, honestly.
I will keep that in mind.
I was gonna say, if you want to think about it and come back to me.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It is pretty stupid.
The three of you begin to walk out. Sovearis, Vivian, Sovah. As you step out, Sovah does exactly as he described.
Just shovel my hair so that it's like covering part of my face. Just wordlessly, I'm not.
And you see them watching you as you're doing this, and then you see him just like lay down, and then he looks dead as fuck. Sovearis, you know what he's doing.
Just
Vivian, you don't know what he's
still as
doing.
possible.
Humans.
He's catching our dinner tonight. I am going in the path that the tower was moving, back in that path until I find some place that looks semi-familiar from where we were earlier, the couple days prior. And I'm going to try to find that remote that Sovah just tossed.
Yeah. Roll investigation with the exhaustion debuff that was added to that. Vivian.
I'm following, grudgingly.
Okay. Are you helping?
No.
Okay.
Damn our survival.
Okay, can you roll a perception roll for me while he's doing this?
I guess. 7.
23. I got a 15 on the die, -2. There's a 13 plus 10.
Rogues, man.
Okay.
I be looking.
It takes hours, for sure. Turning and tossing over rubble.
After an hour, I'll start helping.
You start helping. Sovah. About an hour, 2, 3 hours now. You hear the approaching footsteps.
After an hour?
After 3 hours.
Okay.
Of 2 entities.
Okay.
It walks up and feel the shadow kind of loom over you. You open your eyes. You feel 2 fingers pressed against.
Warm or cold?
You wouldn't be able to feel. It feels like a glove and immediately a blade to your throat.
Armbar. Like grabbing the arm and whipping my body up to try to grab and roll as best I can with one arm.
You can armbar with one arm.
As soon as I felt the fingers on my neck, I know this isn't who I want it to be. So it's a natural 12. So that's up to a 20. So then that brings me down to a 14.
You go to do the arm bar. As you do that, immediately you are shifted onto your stomach at this point, as the blade is now dug in, and you hear a voice. Hi, what are you doing out here? Who are you?
Name's Sovah. From the last bastion, I've had a bad turn of luck.
No sudden movements. I'm going to remove the blade. He slowly takes the blade away. Hear him sheath it, because he has one of your arms locked, pinned behind your back.
The only arm I have.
Gets up. No sudden movements. You stand up. You turn to face. You see a man, similar stature to you, black leather armor with ringmail vest that's over it. And within those rings, you see these little coins embedded in some of the ringmails. They are soul coins, currency that the devils use typically. They don't seem to be normal. There is a leather hood that is put up, and affixed to it is this black leather cowl that kind of comes down into a dragon design, so you only see the mouth. You don't make out any really facial features besides the fact that he's got a beard. 2 other guys behind him wearing a similar outfit. They don't have ringmail on them. It's just like a black leather armor. One of the other figures happens to have 2 metal leg prosthetics, and the other one is this behemoth of what looks like a man, green skin. They're all wearing the same cowling. And so the man who was on top of you, Sovah, he said,
Right.
Answer my question, and honestly, how did you get out here?
Best I can tell, I was out on a mission. I was looking for a missing patrol. I woke up in this tower, and I'll kind of nod my head back in an all manner arcane.
You still have the ribbon on you?
Yeah, it'd be tight around my wrist.
The light crossbowman with the 2 metal prosthetics drops down his aim on you. Bentley, I think this is one of the missing people. You know a lavender?
Quite well. How do you? And I, arm tenses a little bit.
He gestures to his legs.
That reminds me of some work I've seen.
It is very familiar in design.
Y'all from the last bastion?
We are. And he's looking at the tower.
How far out are we from the last bastion?
4 days. 4 days on foot.
Right. Right now I have 2 out further directly, and I'll direct towards away from us. I got 1 in the tower. There's 4 of us total.
Right. Well, Sovah, pleasure to meet you. And he reaches out an arm. Bentley.
Sovah.
Bentley McCallahan. Where's your armor and weapons?
Taken from me. And I gesture to the empty arm. And then some.
Right. We were on a scouting mission, just a little bit south of here. You know how close you are to a devilish incursion?
One of the ones that is scouting told me they were close.
He's assessing. He's been a little bit on edge.
Show my hand, and I'll be like, I'm not ever really... And I'll summon my spear unarmed, so I can help. Do you have any sort of rations?
We have rations, enough to share. What's with the tower?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't rightly know. My friend inside would have a better knowledge of it. It moves. There's a lot of questions I haven't really asked. I'll turn and I'll cast a message to Evindal. Hey.
You feel the tip of a blade on your back. Nothing attacking.
I got 3 friends out here. So, they're from home.
Vivian and Sovearis? And another?
Cast message again. No. Different 3 friends.
Right. On my way.
A little on edge. We've been out here for a few days ourselves.
Same.
He whistles, and then you see...
Dismiss the spear, so it's not...
Just kind of like has a hand on you in a way that's like, if you try any funny business, we're going to take you out. Evindal, you come down the stairs. You going to come out the front of the door?
Yeah, I'll walk down cautiously.
As you come down, Sovah, you notice it. Metal Legs is perched on the door with his crossbow at the ready. As he keeps it up towards his cheek, ready and aimed. Evindal, you come out, and then immediately you hear on your right, no sudden movements.
We'll throw my arm up in the air and be like, okay.
He's not an upfront fighter.
He does a pat down on you real quick, just checking, make sure you don't have any weapons on you. He puts his weapon down, resting on
Sovah, you sure do know how to make friends.
I was honestly looking for like a vulture or something that we could cook tonight, but at least 3 rangers from Bastion is just helpful.
Well, all right. I'll certainly take any help we can get.
And then we're going to cut away back to Vivian and Sovearis. You guys were turning over some things. You managed to find the device. As well, Vivian was able to find some just scraps. But with that being said, you make your way back. Is there any dialogue that's been happening, or has it just been silent?
So we're walking around for a while. Okay. How long do you think we were in there?
In where? The tower?
Yeah.
Why? Is it concerning? Do you have somewhere to be?
What they did to us is concerning. It's not a matter of time. Not really an issue of ours.
What did they do? What do we know what they did?
She's gonna put a hand on the flower. I don't know. Feels...
Talking about the budling.
Yeah.
They don't feel nice, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna pull up my shirt and show mine on my ribcage. Mine's been here for 20 years.
I'm gonna reach out and touch it.
Warmth feeling washes over you. You feel that sensation as well. All of you guys feel this moment. But you feel that warmth wash over, and almost like the sense of belonging and community and the feeling of wanting to be unified.
Is that?
In my experience, when I received my wound 20 years ago, it was... I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before, but what I do remember is how they put them in. And it required extreme torture and agony. That's what those bodies on the table were for. They keep them alive, they keep the heart pumping, and they make sure they torture them day in, day out. That fuels whatever this is. Vivian, I don't know if you remember a lot from our brief time together in the Feywild. I'm sure you do remember that I was known as an exceptional mage.
Yeah.
Have you seen me use magic any time in the last year and a half?
It's not my business.
It might be, because I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I'm going to point to my wound. I can't.
What happened?
All I know is the brief amount of times that I did try to use my magic. Every time that I tried to cast a spell, anytime I tried to call forth and manipulate the weave in any way, my wound grew. The roots, these tendrils here, they millimeter by millimeter grew. It's parasitic. And thank the gods, it's not happening to you or Evindal. You're still able to channel your magic. So something had happened to me. Maybe it hit me in just the right spot. I don't know, but it severed me. Or it's eating away at what I have.
Then we have to get them out. What if the same thing starts happening to me in Evindal?
You have time. I've had this for 20 years. The situation that you all are in, I've been in for 2 decades. So you have time. At least I would assume you have time.
20 years is not that long.
Not to us. To Sovah, it would be. So, let's think tactically and try to get some kind of game plan going. We're all in the same boat. We should probably stay together.
Sovearis, what is your passive perception?
20.
As you're saying this, there is a very slight, subtle change. You are an expert in this field. Silent casting magic that is meant to assassinate. There is a electricity in the air that is very subtle. There's a moment where you start to see this magic start to come at a very fast pace. A magical dart of some type is streaking in the direction of you and Vivian. What do? You only have a split second of a reaction.
I'm going to find like a pretty good sized piece of like rubble and just lift it up and just interject myself in front of Vivian and like block it, like using a shield.
Immediately, you can hear whistle now at this point as Vivian, he's talking, and immediately you see him push you down all the way from the side, picking up large rubble. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me. What'd you get?
I got a natural 1.
No.
Plus 6 makes...
Yeah.
No.
Remember how Brady was like kind of joking about certain characters, but like also not?
Jesus Christ.
Man.
Natural 1. Do you have inspiration? Have you used it yet?
Just tell me the damage, brother.
Okay, give me a second. Just note 25.
Can I use dispel magic?
No. No, fuck you.
You have counterspell?
No.
I do.
65 points of damage.
I'm dead outright.
What's your HP?
32. Because that doubled my health total.
Explosion comes in. That's what we're going. Thank you so much for listening to Five Sided Fables. We are a new show and we're slowly building our community. So, if you enjoyed this, please come say hi to us on Instagram. Every follow genuinely helps us grow. See you at the next session.